Did you feel that, coming into the third period, you guys were playing with enough urgency before you guys scored those goals to make that comeback happen?
Yeah, I think we were kind of in a little bit of a lull the first 40 minutes. We kind of had to grind out a couple okay periods, and then I think in the third period we finally picked up a little urgency, and we got a good result. So it's always fun to do that in the third period.
And Colton, coming into this season, totally different level with the AHL. Has the transition gone in the way that you expected it would have through the first 7 games this year?
I mean, yeah, more or less. I think it's definitely a much higher level, and I'm just still getting used to how hard some guys are and bigger, faster, stronger. So it's good to be playing and stuff, and thankful to be on the ice and just making my case day by day and trying to get stronger and better with every game.
And you're pairing with Alex Yellison through the first few games of the year here. How do you think that you two guys sort of play off each other in on the ice?
I think we know where each other are going to be. We're pretty solid, kind of responsible defensemen. We know we're probably going to chip the puck out. Just play smart with it. So I think that leads hand in hand with each of our styles. And once you know that with your partner, it's easier to play that way too.
Okay. Now, CJ, you're coming over to the Heat here this year. After. The difference, I suppose, between you and Colton, you're both new to the Heat, but you played in a pro league before you came over to the AHL. What have you seen from the difference from your old league to the AHL this year?
It's a different kind of game style. Like first couple games was kind of hard with the smaller ice and the way you play over here, but I'm starting to get better and better every game, and I feel more comfortable right now. And it's like it's smaller ice, and the play is so much faster here because they like chip and go every time. And in Sweden, you have so much more space to like do things with the puck. And but overall, I like it.
Yeah, and just how would you assess the way that you play? Like, what sorts of play style? How would you describe the way that you play?
I would say I'm a two-way defenseman. Like to play offensive. I think I've developed my defensive play in the last couple of years, but I still have a lot of work to do there. But I like to, help the team score goals and get some apples. So that's what I'm trying to do.
And Heat's power play has been on and off this year. You've been a part of it. And what did you see from the man advantage unit tonight against the Marlies?
Not really how we wanted it. They pressured hard. They got us on the faceoffs. They kept the puck and they sent it down, and we didn't really come in the zone on the breakouts. So we definitely need to pick up our game in the power play to next game.
Okay. I guess I have just a couple more questions for each of you. Darren Haynes is usually on this call, and he has a question that he asked that I really like, so I'm going to ask it to you first, Colton. With the AHL affiliate being in Calgary this year, so close and in such a short proximity to the higher ups in the Flames organization, whether it be the general manager or scouts or whoever. Does that sort of change the way that you approach the games, knowing that, whereas last year you were at arm's length in college or wherever, now you're playing right underneath the noses of the Brad Trelivings and the Daryl Sutters of this organization so closely?
I think you just take it as normal. You still have to play good, and you still have to do what you do, and you still got to win. So I think either way, if we were in Stockton or if we're in Calgary, it comes down to just playing hard and competing. So I guess you just got to take it as a normal thing and try not to think about it.
And Colton, your reaction perhaps to the big news in Calgary right now, which is Flames obviously bringing back in Daryl Sutter, a coach renowned for his big, strong teams with good puck possession. What's just your take on that hire?
Yeah, just excited. Hopefully, get some things going up there, and just want to, help the organization any way I can.
Of course. And CJ, obviously last year was a bit interesting in that you had a contract under your belt with the Flames, but you weren't over here, and they've done a similar thing with Johan Schindval. And does having that contract in hand, how did that make you approach your season last year, knowing that next year you're coming over here?
It was a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, Flames visited me a couple times over in Sweden and had close contact with me and my agent. So I always knew like the things they wanted me to work on, and I knew it was gonna be different when I come over here. But I was just trying to get my minutes over there and be more like, yeah.
And I suppose my last question, and this either of you can answer this because it applies to both of you. Because you guys were undrafted free agents who presumably multiple teams pursued. And I guess the question that I would ask is, why did you choose Calgary?
I just, they come and watch me play, and they seem like the GMs and everyone seemed like really personable and very likable. And I liked what we talked about and everything. And it just seemed like the right fit for me.
And CJ?
Yeah, no, I know Rasmus Anderson. I had his dad as a coach in Sweden, so I talked a lot with him and Peter, yeah, it just felt good, and I knew that I had somebody here that I know who could show me around and things like that. So it was it felt good.
All right, thanks to both of you. Really appreciate it.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.